Dear and amazing parents, I have some questions for you. Number one, were you happy as a teenager? Did you feel alone as a teenager? What is that one advice you will wish you have given to your teenage you? So, as we reflect on these questions, let this be a guide that will help us as we guide and navigate together this teenage age with our teenage children. So today I'll be sharing with us tips that will help our teenage children navigate teenagehood. As a teacher with close to 2 decade experience, I know that the teenage years is a stage of struggle, is a stage of trying to find yourself. So they need all the encouragement, their parents, the counseling, the help they need at this time. So, therefore, my dear and amazing parents, that is why I've come up as a teacher who has taught them for so long and understands them. I have come up with these basic tips that can help them as they navigate the teenage years. So, my dear and amazing parents, tip number one, teach your children, help them, guide them to self discovery. Tell them to know themselves and be comfortable with who they are. Teach them that they can never be good enough for everyone, and that's very much okay. Teach them not to try to be perfect because no one is. This goes a long way to build self confidence. Number two tip, encourage them, teach them to set goals. Let them start with setting small time goals. Encourage them to have a vision board. Let them have a vision board of the mental picture of their future written therein. I keep encouraging my learners to always have a vision board. It helps them to be focused. Number three tips, dear and amazing parents, teach your children to stand up for themselves. Let them stand up for what they believe in. This is in no way encouraging a child to be rude or arrogant. No. As a teacher, I have come to realize that most times these teenagers, they are hot in the house, but when they are outside, they are cold. Even to express themselves in clear terms becomes a problem. But you notice that their parents keep on coming back to us to report them for one misbehavior or the other. But outside, they are cold. Please teach them to always stand up for themselves and learn to express themselves with clarity. Number four tips, my dear and amazing parents, please guide your children to take personal hygiene seriously. This is one aspect that is giving me great concern. Don't just leave them to themselves and assume that they know what to do. No, because this is the beginning of low self esteem. Before you know it, the classmates, the friends will begin to sideline such a child. And before you know it, low self esteem sets in. Please, my dear parents, watch over your children when it comes to the issue of hygiene. Teach them. Don't say, they are great, they are grown, they are big enough. No, please guide them. So, number four tips, my dear and amazing parents, teach your children to choose their circle of friends. And this is a very, very important tips equally because friends can make or mar them. Teach them to choose their friends wisely. I keep teaching my learners. You choose your friends because you know what you want in a friend. Don't just sit randomly and everybody's picking you as a friend just because you are an easy prey or target. Please choose your friends. So, my dear parents, encourage your children to choose wisely their circle of friends. The next tip, my dear and amazing parents, is encourage your children to talk about it. At times, you see these teenage years, the children go through a lot. It's just because most times we're not available to listen. They have a lot to talk about, their pains, their struggle. Please, let's encourage them to speak out. I was so sad when I read the story of this 19-year-old girl that killed herself because she failed JAM. I was so downcasted. I am sure at one point or the other she needed someone. She was looking out for someone to talk to confide in. Please, parents, let's make ourselves available. Encourage them to talk about it. The educators are there, the counselors are there, and we parents are equally there. Let's make ourselves available. Encourage your children to talk about it. So, the last but not the least tips I have for us today is teach your children to set long term goals. Tell them no matter what they want to do, they should think of the long term effects. Any decision they want to make at this stage of their life, teach them to think of the long term effects. Encourage your children to think long term and teach them that whether good or bad, every decision they make at this very crucial stage of their life, which is the teenage age, have consequences. My dear and amazing parents, let's help these children. They need all the help they can get at this stage.